I really didn't want to make this video. Even though I've been waiting for the right conditions to shoot some mystical atmospheric cold winter selfies for a while now, when I actually sat in my room just watching some YouTube videos and I saw a nice fake fog setting on the world outside, I instantly had dozens of excuses and doubts for why today wouldn't be the day this was gonna happen. There isn't enough light, it's well too cold, my equipment isn't packed, and the last time I tried to pull off a shoot like this, the pictures turned out so bad. But I dragged my eyes out there anyways, and if you're struggling to do the same right now, why don't you just come with me instead? If any of the content I've made so far has made you think that I'm incompetent, then today's video will truly shock you. Because today I'm gonna attempt to do something that I have not even any idea like how it could possibly work. So in my last video you saw me designing a little t-shirt with the logo of this channel on it. And at the end of that video I told you about how I was trying to get a picture of this shirt in a kind of foggy winter environment as the thumbnail of that video. And I did try to do that and it turned out so horribly bad. And that made me think, because it has been a goal of mine to kind of take some like mystical looking selfies of myself for like a good while now. And I thought that being in a kind of like cold winter environment with fog and all of that was gonna enable me to do that. But it just didn't work out at all, and I'm gonna explain to you right now why. But basically it's time for redemption. I'm gonna try again, and in this video you're gonna see my process of somehow trying to learn to make it happen. I don't have the highest hopes that I'm gonna get anything today, but if I didn't try to get some pictures today I would have regretted it for like the next month probably. But I don't have too much time to explain. I'm really in a rush. And I hate shooting videos in a rush, but today it's gonna need to be done. But I'm gonna explain the rest to you while I'm walking. I'm very sorry if the audio in this video is kind of scuffed. I have to record this on my phone and I don't have any proper microphone for my phone. So I have to use the microphone in the phone. So I'm gonna make a proper intro later. Right now I'm in a very big rush because the light is going down. So the entire day today we had no fog at all, but right as it was starting to get darker, really the fog got way more intense. The problem is this: I think in about 30 minutes the sun is gonna be too far gone. I'm not gonna have any light, so I have to shoot all of this quickly. I have brought 3 or 4 shirts, I don't even remember. Sadly I only made t-shirts, so I'm gonna be very cold right now. I had no time at all to prepare. I'm not really dressed very well right now for the pictures I'm trying to take, but it's gonna need to be done. So I think I want to go a bit back there where there is like a bigger forest I've already shot a video in. But I think because we're running low on time, just gonna use those nice trees right here for first 1 or 2 shots. Just get it over and done with quickly. And yes, obviously I'm recording this after I've just taken the pictures. Oh wait, I forgot to turn this on. So I just got done taking the pictures, but I could try to take some more, but really it is way too cold really to be doing what I'm doing right now. So I decided to be responsible, keep my jacket on and just use this kind of the rest of the light we're having to shoot the rest of this roll of film I have on here, to get some footage with my old digicam and to do the intro for this video, which I'm gonna do now. So basically what happened is this. So I made a few mistakes. For one, the framing is absolute shit, because I didn't have any way for me to actually see what the picture would look like, because as right now I'm very far away from the camera in these shots that I couldn't see on the screen what it actually looked like. The other mistake I made was that I had to use the self-time of the camera, which meant that I couldn't get me to be in focus, because I had to press the shutter on the camera to activate the self-timer, then run into the shot, and the autofocus would just always be off. I tried to do some manual focus stuff, like predicting where I would go, focusing on that point and then trying to run there. But it just didn't work out. Really, the biggest challenge for me is that I'm trying to do all of this alone. And that's difficult because I can't be behind the camera and in front of the camera at the same time, which means I'm not really seeing what the picture looks like as I'm taking it, and I'm just trying to pose in a way that I think looks good on the camera, but I don't know. But I think I figured out a way to do it. What I have to tell you is I have my old phone that's connected to this via the Sony Image Edge whatever software, which I then can use to press the shutter from distance. So I have to press the shutter and then somehow hide the phone because I don't really want it to be in the image. I don't know about this frame, but I guess I'm just gonna use it. Not a lot of time to talk, so let's take the picture. Don't worry, by the way, if you hear like explosions and shit. Today is New Year's Eve, so that's why. I also pulled out one of my digicams because I still need some B-roll for that video I'm trying to make. So that's why that's there. That's where my white shirt was laying. Fuck's sake. So 2 pictures I hope are done. I'm gonna walk a bit further this way. I have 2 more shirts left. That's what I'm talking about. Imagine if I stayed home and I missed out on these conditions. So my plan is to stand about there where this little road is going inside of the forest. Kind of include those trees fading out back there. Gonna need to use the right shutter speed so all of this works, but I think it should be great. Little change of plans. You see I'm standing way closer to the camera because I noticed if I were all the way back there I would be too small in the frame and you couldn't really see the clothes anymore. So this is the framing I have. I think it's pretty good. So let's get to shooting. Also another learning, I just looked back at the pictures I just took and I think the camera was a bit too high up. You could see too much of the ground, so I decided to have it a bit lower, have the camera below my eye level, so it would be photographing upwards, not really include the ground, only include the actual trees I'm trying to get. So, oh, forgot to turn the screen towards me, so I don't know what the fuck I'm even filming. And also, oh my god. I'm a mess right now. Anyways, so I think there are some good learnings I've already gotten today. So number 1, don't only make t-shirts. So as I've told in the last video, I really haven't designed any new shirts in a good while now because I really have been focusing on doing videos and photos in my free time. But I think when I was filming that last video, really going back to designing shirts has been pretty fun, and I feel like I will be doing some more of it. And if I do, I have to make some hoodies for sure, because doing photo shoots in t-shirts in this kind of weather is kind of bad, and I hope I don't get sick. But the next learning is really that using the Sony image, whatever the app is called, I always forget. I guess I could look it up. It is on my phone. The Sony Imaging Edge software for my Sony ZV E10 worked out pretty well. The connection wasn't too good. Playback on my phone screen was about 2 frames per second, so I really had to just stand there and wait for whenever I moved, I had to stand there and wait for kind of the framing to update on my phone screen, and also whenever I got too far away from the camera I would just kind of lose my connection. But other than that, it worked out pretty well. I was able to see what the frame looked like, and I was able to see that the focus had locked onto my face. And then once I saw that everything was alright, I could press the shutter. I had a 5-second timer, so I would have time to kind of put the phone in my pocket because I didn't really want it to be in my shots, and strike a nice pose. And I think, I mean, I can't really tell if the images are good from just seeing them on my phone screen then, because they pop up on my phone screen after the image has been taken. But we're gonna need to look at them once I'm at home. But I think, of course, it worked out way better because I was able to make sure that the images were focused on my face and that the framing looked at least better than the ones I was trying to do without being able to look at the screen at all. But I think for a first try, this video really hasn't been bad. So let's go back to the editing station and have a look at the pictures. Well, it's been a second. So this is now about 5 weeks after I've taken the pictures. Well, the college exams just happened, so I kind of already knew when I took these pictures that I wasn't gonna have the time to finish up this video until my exams are over, which also was a big reason why I thought about not even filming this video at all, because I thought like it's at least gonna take like over a month for me to finish the photos and the videos. And that's another reason I was like, am I even gonna film this? Are people even gonna care about this video once it's out, when it's been filmed like over a month ago, like 1.5 months probably? But then again, better the video that's late than no video at all. And it's something that's happened multiple times to me now, because sometimes it just takes a while for me to finish a video. And there's been a time where I posted like my film photography from the summer when it was already winter and stuff like that. And I always think like, am I even gonna post those? Am I even gonna make those videos if I know they're gonna be so late and completely out of date? But yeah, I don't know, I don't think you care, and I'm just gonna make them regardless. And I think this is really the point of this video, not to let those kind of excuses or this kind of perfectionism stop you. But there is some things that I learned for sure. So for one, you're gonna be happy to know that I did buy a microphone for my phone, which I do want to use some more for filming, because it's just a lot smaller and lighter to carry around, especially for shoots like this where I just go out really spontaneously and don't really have the time to set up my entire camera with the tripod every time. I think filming with my phone is gonna be great, and with this microphone it should sound great as well. Anyways, let's get into the pictures and just some of the learnings I got while editing these pictures. So these ones I actually quite liked. There wasn't really all too much editing that needed to be done there. I just kind of got rid of some of the color of the grass because I thought it was just a bit too saturated and a bit too distracting. Just kind of get rid of that, kind of just separate myself from the background and do some slight skin retouching, because obviously on the exact days that I want to take pictures of myself, I get a bunch of red spots on the skin and stuff, but just some slight getting rid of that. So there's no distractions and you can really focus on the shirt, which was all wrinkly. That's definitely another learning. It's like, because I was carrying them around just in my camera backpack, which is probably not smart because they got all wrinkled up. So these ones right here, I think there's a bit more to learn. For one, this one I just don't really like all too much. But I think some things I want to try in future shoots is just trying to stand even further away from the camera, because the way these pictures are, the background is really nice and thick fog, and I think it's really cool how the background looks. But I myself, because of how close I stood to the camera, there really isn't any sort of fog visible there. And I think it would be maybe a bit cooler to be just a bit further away, so maybe I'm a bit in the mist as well. I don't know if I'm going to be a bit limited with my technology there, because I have a 70mm lens, which isn't all too far, but to be fair, these pictures are shot at like 35mm, so there is some more way to go. And also I don't know if there's going to be a problem with my phone losing connection to the camera when I'm too far away. But I want to try if I can maybe just stand a bit further back from the camera and see if maybe that way I can just be a bit more hazy as well. But it does need a very, very thick fog for that, because these trees are at least like 50 meters behind me. The next line would be white balance. I usually shoot all of my pictures in auto white balance and I never have any issues with that, but here I did, because if you look at the white balance, if I just take out the white balance adjustments I took, you see how different the white balance is on different shots. I don't know if maybe the fog kind of threw the camera off. If I'm gonna do another shoot like this, I do want to lock the white balance so it doesn't change, because it does seem like the camera was struggling a bit. But yeah, other than that, I'm pretty happy with how these pictures turned out. There for sure is some more stuff that I want to try. It's probably gonna be a while until I can try this again, because we usually don't get any fog like this in spring or summer, so it's probably gonna be a few months until I get these kind of conditions again, which is why I'm kind of glad that I went out and shot these pictures and shot this video when I had the chance to do it, because again, I could have just said, no, I'm gonna stay inside and I'm gonna wait until the next day that I have time to do it and that I have this kind of weather. And since then there's been one more day with this kind of fog, which was right in the middle of my exams, which I'm not going out shooting then. So I'm kind of glad that I did this video. Even though the audio was kind of scuffed, the pictures weren't perfect, especially in terms of my shirts just being wrinkly as all hell, because I wasn't prepared at all. I'm already really proud that I even went out today, because it took me so long to convince myself to actually attempt this shoot, because I thought the pictures I took in this last video turned out so bad, and probably the ones I'm gonna take today are also gonna be bad. And I thought, I only have so little sunlight, like I have to be so quick with everything. I can't go to a super nice location because I have to stay close to my house, because I don't have a lot of time to go somewhere. I don't have a script written for this video. This is all completely freestyle. Normally I have like scripts for my intros and stuff. I thought, my exams are coming up. I'm probably gonna take so long to edit this video. It's probably not gonna be out until like a month from now. This is New Year's Eve, let's see. I thought it's New Year's Eve, like it's a holiday. I'm meant to be like relaxing and partying and shit. I had so many excuses not to go out today, and I had so much doubt that I'm not gonna get any nice pictures today. But I shot on like 4 different cameras at this point. I shot this video, which regardless of if the pictures turn out good or not, I'm gonna upload just for you to see like this kind of expedition that I'm doing today. And to motivate you to if you see, oh, the weather is looking really nice right now. This is the kind of weather that I've been waiting for a shoot, but I'm not prepared. Like I also, you may notice that I cut off my pants in all of the shots, because I don't really even have nice pants right now. Since Christmas just happened, I wore all of my nice pants to all of the like celebrations and stuff. So I don't even have nice pants right now. And I thought, how am I gonna do a fashion shoot without nice pants? So I just hit them. I guess this video, if anything, should be a sign to you to just go out and do it and try your best. And even if the results aren't too great, you're still gonna be happy that you tried, because I mean, look at this. For somebody like me who has been waiting for a nice, like cold, foggy, wintry type of day to do this kind of mystical, scary, spooky photo shoot, if I missed out on this location, I would have just been mad for like weeks. And I mean, I shot this video on New Year's Eve, and that's something I want to bring into 2025, is just try to take more opportunities, do more shoots like this, even if they're not gonna turn out perfect. Just try out more different stuff, and if anything, I'm gonna learn of these experiences, and I'm gonna post them on YouTube as well. And I hope you're gonna enjoy them. And if you want to see more of that, you should subscribe to the channel and stick around for future videos. Funny story. I'm on my way back to my car right now, and I got kind of lost because, as you can see, you can't see. I hear the cars driving over there. Oh, you see the lights? The lights of the car? That's where the street is. That's where I probably would have parked my car earlier. But I can't see it anymore. I can't see the parking spot anymore where the people park. I just hope it's over there, but I don't know if I'm on the right road. Fog too good, I've gone missing. Help me, guys. If you want to be spoiled about the next video, so I do now have a Super 8 camera, which I do for sure want to try if it still works, and I do want to try using at some point. It is extremely expensive to use a camera like this. The film and getting the film digitized in some way is extremely expensive, but I do still want to try it now that I have this camera. Got it as a gift from my grandpa. It's his old camera, and I'm just gonna see if I can get that to work, but that's probably gonna be a thing that's gonna take quite a while. I do maybe want to get this camera to work for the summer and maybe bring it to like a nice beach in the summer. Get this kind of family vacation shots on Super 8 film. I think that could be really great. But I think until then, what I'm probably going to focus on is this, which is a VHS recorder mini DV. And that's probably what is going to be up next for me to try to get this to work, because I think it should be pretty great as well. So stay tuned. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you didn't mind the absolutely scuffed nature of this video. And I hope I maybe inspired some of you to just go out and try stuff. Goodbye.